Hey guys, welcome back to My Life Actually. It's me, Chelsea, and today we talking about some real shit. Today we're talking about why I'm selling myself for money. Yeah, it's that serious. As you can see, your girl once again flipped the script and changed it up on you, okay? I am on my bed, where I do most of my most reflective thinking. Is either here or the shower. And I had to re-examine my worth as a person, okay? And I'm strictly talking about employment, career, what I do that makes me happy and fulfills my life and makes me feel like I'm not wasting my life's time, because we only get one life and we absolutely do not have time to spoil it or waste on anything that we're not all about, into, or enjoy. Okay? And I'm speaking facts. I am. So, the other day, I don't know if you all follow me on my social media. The other day, I was checking up on my applications, right? I've been applying to state, local, and federal jobs in my area. I'm from Richmond, Virginia, if you do not know. So the Richmond, Virginia area, I am pumping out applications, right? And if you don't know, I have a criminal justice degree, bachelor's, from VCU. I love to help people. Like, that's my life's work. I love to help people. So the human services is the area that I choose to, send my resume, send my interests, and that's just that's just one facet of my interest, right? So, but I'm a woman, a black woman at that. I gotta make money, right? We gotta have income in the house. I have to contribute, right? So, as I was, checking out all my irons that was in the stove, right? Because I'm applying to jobs once or twice a weekend. Like every weekend, I'm like literally applying. And I have stopped making the mistakes I have been making when applying to jobs. Okay? I have been, selling myself short when I have been applying for jobs in the past. Okay, if you're confused on what do I mean by that, girl, what you mean, how you be selling yourself, right? So it's hard finding employment as a black woman. That's just it. And I'm not trying to like say, oh, I'm carving out a problem for just me or anything like that. I'm not. That's just the truth of the matter. Okay? I have the education for the career path I want to take. But the, how do you say, available jobs that I have to me, it's a very male dominant career field. Okay, criminal justice, you think police officer, you think sheriff deputy, you think detective, you think investigator, you think all those male dominant type work categories, right? So it's been difficult for me to find employers who value the experience I have along with my education, right? I can easily become a deputy. Well, not easily. That field is not quite hard to get into, but it's also about having that balance of not selling yourself short. That's what I mean. Like I would be selling myself for the money and be drained. I would be drained of that work-life balance, right? And I used to be constantly on that edge of, okay, I can stick this out for now because the money is good, but my soul and how I function as me is being chopped into little pieces, right? It's like I used to sell myself for money. Pieces of myself used to get cut off just for me to make money. Now, And I'm realizing now that I don't do that. I am more stricter on what I apply for, okay? And my suggestions is, I'm not trying to bash anybody's business, but I stay away from job placement agencies, okay? The ones that personally my experience, where I've experienced the most flack was, I'm spitting again, the most flack is at through those job placement agencies. They seem to be very, very, very selfish, okay? I'm not going to get to the stories, but I've cut off that arm, okay? I'm no longer using that to find employment. I'm doing it the long-term, slow way of applying directly to the employer and waiting to hear back. I probably have over 20 something applications right now that's waiting to be reviewed, or I'm waiting to hear back from. And what makes it worse is that they're all government type of jobs, to which, it's going to take some time. They're not the fastest, okay? They're not. But those are the worthwhile jobs when it comes to not selling yourself for just the money. You know what I mean? Like, for me, it's the balance of, so those kind of jobs, in my opinion, they have more worth, and I feel like it's something about those employers that give me more sense of hope on how they could treat me as an employee than some of these other places. Now, I could be, eyes wide shut kind of thing, not really referring to the movie, but the phrase, because I haven't met a company yet that values their employees as much as they should. No company is perfect, and I totally agree with that, but there's some I've come into contact with, I'll be like, dang, I'm really selling myself short. Like, I'm really putting my legs open, like, oh, take me. Like, that's what I'm doing. So that's what your girl is going through right now, right? I'm on YouTube. I love YouTube. I love YouTube, right? My YouTube channel is my creative outlet. Like, this is something I will always keep because it frees my creative mind and my thoughts, and people get to know me for exactly how I think and feel. It's just A1, okay? YouTube is something I will always keep, and I'm glad I finally got on track on posting consistently and actually following through. YouTube. It's a great creative outlet for me. Also, okay, why I was selling myself for money was because growing up, you think, as a woman, I'm strictly talking, and if you can relate to me as a man too, then we here, okay? But as how I was growing up, right, I always thought that education is true. Education is the key to success. It's a key to success. Not the only key, but a key to success. But now that I'm 27, I have a kid, I have a husband, and I have this whole entirely different understanding of what it is to be successful. That's not what I want. Success, I wish success on everyone. Everyone should have success as a baseline, right? Everyone. But I think when it comes to what will make me happy holistically, it's peace. Peace, contentment, enjoyment, fulfillment, all of those are things that I strive for now. Now, when I think about employment, it's not, oh, this career gonna take me to my highest point. It's no, this is something I'm going to pursue to fulfill my life. Need, but it's a want. When I can transform that pressure I used to have of, I need a job, I need some money, to I'm making money to fulfill other things. You know what I mean? Having a great job isn't my end goal. It's something that I'm enjoying. It's a part of my life. And yet the other parts and facets of my life are functioning just fine. Because when you have a job that takes it all from you, and you see your other parts of your life suffer, that job is a problem. That job must go. Now, it's not always that simple, I understand. But when it comes to health, women especially, when it comes to health, you need to be able to enjoy every moment of your life. And I'm not going to say you're not going to encounter anything hard, but it feels like we need to value that more. I just was like, damn, I used to sell myself for money. And to be in a place where you can say, I'm not selling myself for money anymore, and erect standards for yourself so that when you know that, okay, it's time for me to get a new job or a new employment, you hold yourself with that same self dignity that employers do. Because when you see that job description, they want you to be able to do backflips, front flips, press 150 pounds. They want you to be able to have a child come back the next day. They want you to be able to copy administrative work. They want you to be able to do all these things, right? And they say, because this position at our company deserves this, so you must rise to these tasks. You need to have that same kind of sentiment and dignity about yourself. Here is my resume. This is what I do. You pay me what I am worth, and I'm not going to settle for only what you need. And don't be afraid to be like, okay, yeah, thank you for offering me $16 an hour to do all this stuff. When your girl got a degree, I've been in this field for over 8 years. No, I'm about to pass on you, buddy. I'm passing, because you ain't gonna treat me or my resume or my experience like that. That's just not gonna happen. So that's where I'm at now. Like, I'm looking for employment that, meets up to me, and not thinking that, oh dang, I guess I can do this, or I can guess, I can work for this much because, it's all I'm being offered, or it's all I see that are really reaching out to me. No. Sometimes you're going to have to risk it in order to get the biscuit. I'm going to be cliche, but yeah. And I had to stop. My husband really kind of made that apparent on how I used to be when I used to search for employment. Because employment, for me, has been very, very, on and off. And you may think, wow, your degree is in criminal justice, you always going to have a job. That's very true. But do you know the brevity and the weight of those jobs that are offered to me? Like, I could be a police officer, which, I'm all for, because I do like to investigate. I'm investigative, I'm analytical. I love it. I would love to be one, But then I think about, that's not all I am, And what comes with that is the hours, the types of things you encounter, the time away from your family. It has its drawbacks. Now, there's other areas in the criminal justice system, yes, for sure, where I'm definitely navigating towards, but it's not as easy as one would think it is with my field, especially being a woman in a male-dominated field. So it's so much, it's so many give and takes. And I was just thinking, like, I definitely used to sell myself for money, sell pieces of myself for money. Like, do y'all do that now? Do you find yourself taking less or doing more for the money? And do you find yourself coming home or being alone with yourself saying, damn, I'm tired. Damn, I hate my job. I don't feel like myself. Like, do y'all find yourself going there? Because I used to be like, dang, I'm unhappy. Like, the job used to take over everything. And that's not life. That's not your life. That's not my life. And that's not how we live. So I don't mean to drop the heavy on y'all, but I had to give y'all some zhuzh, because y'all, it's ready to be 2021. We just have survived a pandemic, and we're still surviving it. Okay, we have it's no more time for allowing the current job market to take advantage of us as women in the workforce. Okay, Now, we already get paid less than men, which, why? We should be getting paid more. But, you know, we don't need to take stuff like this. We do not. And we don't have to. And currently, as you know, I'm a full-time mom right now, you know. But soon that'll be ending because, you know, I want to get out the house. I want to work. So I have to make the right choices for me and my family, that I also bring in income, but I also am still whole at the end of the day. I'm still Chelsea at the end of the day. I'm still a wife and I'm still a mom. I don't let the work that I am doing interfere with those I wouldn't let the work that I'm doing interfere with those areas. If anything, the work that I'm doing should enhance me as a person. Don't let yourself down or anything like that. Not quit on yourself in that regard. And I thought I'd just get on here and tell y'all that, because your girl was having a moment. I was like, hold up, what are we doing? All right, that felt so good to get off my chest. And if you guys have anything that you want to like expand on, please comment below. I would love to hear it. I see that the people who do view my videos aren't really commenters, don't really comment. That's fine too. I don't want to pressure you to comment, but comment. But yeah, that felt so good. Please let me know if y'all agree with what I said, or y'all have anything to expand on further. Would love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, that's the end of the video. Your girl has set it free from her chest. I feel all the more better for it. Thank you for watching this video. Okay, I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, share, comment, right? I'll see you guys next Monday. And as I always say, bye. As I always say, bye.